The communist elite of the World Economic Forum are afraid. They think they're going to lose. Are they right? Have the enemies of freedom peaked? All this week, the collectivist Illuminati who make up the World Economic Forum have been hobnobbing at their annual conference in Davos, hatching their plans for a worldwide Soviet while incidentally booking every prostitute within 300 miles of Switzerland, driving the price to $4,400 per night. Not a joke. Happily, this year was different because in contrast to the Davos romps of these past few COVID-bespeckled years, the elite is scared. Just in the past week, we've had 3 glorious data points courtesy of the elite's very own lapdog media. So 7 days ago, NBC published a loving expose on Pentagon efforts to enact a deep state coup, as in they assume they're going to lose and are preparing for Donald Trump. Then 5 days ago, Joe Biden's climate envoy, swift-voter John Kerry, gave a speech at Davos how, quote, no politician can stop the green transition. As in, Kerry desperately hopes the Davos-captured financial institutions now run the world and there is nothing that government by and for the people can do about it. Finally, on Friday, the New York Times summed up the malaise, publishing an article called, quote, a consensus emerges at Davos, Trump will win re-election. So if the elite's own self-assessment is true, it would mean that rarely has an ideology fallen so far, so fast, from world-striding consensus to better luck next time. So what happened? In short, the Davos Collective took the world to crazy town, especially America and Europe, from open borders to unicorn farts to diversity as the new Jim Crow to front holes and chest feeders. They have poured out garbage and silenced dissent. Alas, their censorship industrial complex failed, thanks especially to Elon Musk, and the millions upon millions who sprang up to exercise their God-given right to free speech. Turns out you only need a single venue to speak for the truth to get out there, and we all answered the call. Now that we did, it turns out none of it is sticking. Voters are not buying it. Not the inflation gaslighting, not the unicorn farts, the open borders, the front holes. Not in America, not in Europe, certainly not in the rest of the world that never really drank the Kool-Aid. Some still pretend to, lest they get expelled from college or fired from Disney, or in some European countries thrown in jail for misgendering. But fear is a very fragile consensus, and it evaporates in the voting booth. So what's next? Brought to you by Unchained.com. The voter backlash is coming. The totalitarians are praying their institutional capture, especially of finance, will lock them in despite losing the very governments that were instrumental in those captures. They will fail because the capture was only possible with government intimidation, sympathetic regulators, bureaucrats, deep state prosecutors. If they lose, then it's down to their AstroTurf money versus the truth. I will take those odds any day. We are already seeing them crumble, and it's spectacular. Florida just banned DEI in all of its 25 university campuses. That's 640,000 students. A few days ago at Davos itself, JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon, CEO of the biggest bank in the universe and hence a key leverage point for the WEF, gave a speech demanding the Davos elite listen to Trump and his voters since they've been right about the big issues. You can almost hear the sound of the WEF's most cherished champions preparing to jump ship. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.